Welcome to La Fortune Stadium. We're on the campus of Memorial High School in South Tulsa, and it's a fall break showdown between the Edison Eagles and the Hale Rangers, our Ford game of the week on Game Time. Hi, everybody. Mike Ziegenhorn alongside my buddy Rod Thompson. Great night for football, beautiful weather, and a good atmosphere tonight.
Yeah, fall break, almost hot chocolate weather. Two TPS teams. You talk about this Edison team playing extremely well right now at 5-1, and Hale team trying to find their way. Should be a good matchup.
Take a look at some of the key players in tonight's first football game. We're going to look at Hale's D'Angelo Washington.
Well, you talk about Mr. Washington. He's a Swiss Army knife for this Hale team. You may see him at quarterback, at receiver. He'll be on both sides of the ball. Hale needs a big game from him to stay in this game against Edison.
And on the other side for Edison, there's a guy named Sevion Morrison. I heard he's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Kind of runs the football like me when I played back in the day down in Biggs. But Mr. Morrison gets it done for this Edison team. I mean, you talk about him breaking all the records at Edison. Outstanding player. Of course, Nebraska to commit. I mean, if Hale has a chance in this game, they have to contain Mr. Morrison, and many haven't done that yet. So, outstanding player, Sevion Morrison.
They've won 5 straight games. The kickoff coming up next. Edison, Hale. It is your Ford game of the week.
The Ford Game of the Week is being brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Visit your best in Oklahoma Ford dealers for the best deals on Ford's full line of vehicles. Ford is the best in Oklahoma. Weoki Federal Credit Union, proud sponsors of the Weoki Kick for Cash. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Roller weight loss and advanced surgery. Your best you starts here. The Plaza at Town Square by McCaleb Homes. Love where you live. And by Cox, bringing us closer.
Our tradition for my football team is we dress up, shirt and tie. I had a tie, but I didn't know how to tie it. Usually I would have my dad help me, but he was deployed. I'm thinking, don't worry about it. My grandma should know.
He says, can you tie a tie? And I'm like, no. But we're on our way to Chick-fil-A.
I recognize them because they came into our store so much. Miss Bertha and Mr. Terrence, I'm like, of course, I'll help them out and show them how to tie a tie.
It wasn't just the tie, it's what was in your heart.
It's my pleasure. Doing good, man. You got it.
Drive a new Ford F-150 today with 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,000 bonus cash. Hurry into your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
The Edison Eagles set to run out on the field. The two teams at the middle of the field. Mike Ziegenhorn, Rod Thompson with you. And Rod, how about the keys to tonight's football game?
Well, you know, we always keep some keys with us, Ziggs.
Yes, you do.
These matchups, you talk about keys for the Ford game of the week, you know, 2-4 for this Hale team. And, you know, 5-1, this Edison team is playing extremely well. No turnovers. Coaches really talk about that. I mean, that's every coach key to the game. Protect the football. Make sure they do that. Special teams is going to be key in this game. You know, both teams have some guys who can make plays and make big plays and limit mistakes. Both coaches talked about being this time in the season, you don't want to have bad mistakes and you want to improve on those. So limit mistakes is definitely the keys to the game. So you talk about this game and this matchup, TPS teams hooking it up. Some exciting players on both sides.
Hale has won the coin toss, and the Rangers have elected to defer, so they'll get the ball in the second half. Edison will receive, and they are going to defend the south goal, which, when you're looking at the TV, that'll be the goal off to your right. The weather is perfect tonight, 66 degrees. The wind's still blowing out of the south-southeast at 8 miles an hour, so when they are going from right to left, they'll have the wind at their back, and when they go left to right, they'll have the wind in their face. We did the game earlier today at noon between Memorial and Claremore, Rod. Wind was blowing about 10 miles an hour, and a couple of times on kicks and some of the punts, the wind had a little bit of an impact on the game.
Yeah, and it definitely can. It's kind of whipped up now, and it's so important, you know, especially in this stadium. So when you talk about trying to pass the football or in special teams that we talked about, so it's going to be key Make sure and you look at this guy carrying the bat right here.
A baseball bat.
Oh, you know it. And he is an electric player and outstanding player is this young man getting it done for the Eagles. Savion Morrison, senior, 5'11", 195 pounds, headed to Nebraska. Expect a big game from him every time he's out there. And he's a kid who just continues to get better and better. And then you see Coach Tony Daniels has done a tremendous job there at Edison. I mean, really, you know, brought some life into this program. You talk about him and what he's been able to do and this team improving and guys wanting to get out and play. I was talking to him before the game. Hey, son is going to be a good football player. I asked him, he was suiting up tonight. I know he's in elementary school, I think, and boy, seen some clips of him running that football. I wanted to tell Coach Daniels he probably got that from his mom.
Yeah, exactly. Tony Daniels in his 4th year at Edison, 16-21 overall, and not surprisingly, this is probably the best team he's had since he's been at Edison. And you know, they do have Morrison, but they have some other quality players out there.
Yeah, they do. They have a lot of guys that get out there and being able to make plays and getting them out to play. And I think that's why you see this team at 5-1 right now, and just the, you know, excitement that has come around this team and guys sticking together and being able to get it done has made a big difference. And a lot of these guys have done a great job. Isaiah Irvin, defensive coordinator, Corey James, offensive coordinator. You know, you got McKinley Whitfield, John Warren, James Mans, Coach Noble, Jerry Smith, Evan Dodson, and man, T. Bradford getting it done. So a great staff also that Coach Daniels has assembled here for the Eagles.
Thomas Ivy gets the short kick. He's at the 30, making some moves, and he's on the outside, and look out. He could go. Pulled down just as he crosses the 40-yard line into Hale territory, and a nice return. A little more than 30 yards, maybe about 35-yard return. He got that one back.
Yeah, and that's a nice run by him. But you talk about the tackle right there, number 23, getting it done for him.
Take a look at the Edison starters. Oates, Aslan, Bellows, Sparkman. Okay, those are the guys up front. And Mayfield, Walker Ellis, Fritz, and Morrison, and the quarterback, Rajon Green. 201 rushing yards and a couple of touchdowns on the season for Green. And of course, we all know what Morrison's done. Career better than 5,000 yards. And this season, over 1,100. First down, they're going to come out throwing. Green's pass just a little bit too high for his intended receiver, Thomas Ivy. Loaded up with seniors on this Edison team. Hale on the other side. They come into the season with a 2-4 record. And you look at the Rangers defensively. Whitlock, Lee, Bucktrot, who also doubles up as an offensive lineman, 6'4", 350 pounds. Watkins, Lee, Simmons, Harmon. There's Washington, who we highlighted in the open. Meek Stevens and James Lane round out the Hale starting defense. A lot of those guys you'll see on the offensive side of the ball as well. Second down, Morrison on the fly sweep. Gets inside the 25. He's got enough for a first down. His first carry of the night. And a pickup of 12 on first down.
See Kenyon Lee, tight end linebacker, coming up making that play against Morrison. So strong, rocking the gold
shoes. That's it. He got the gold shoes on tonight. We saw him down on the field before the game, and hoping that'll get him an extra little burst, like he needs that, right? First down for the Eagles. Richards in motion. Pass is caught. Dino Gist.
Oh, man.
Pushing his way through tacklers and gets down inside the 5 to the 1.
How about that burst of speed? That young man. Oh, no, Kiss. I mean, this is what you talk about with this Edison team. A lot of weapons all over the field. A bunch of guys that can make plays. Take another look. Throws it out and watch the speed. Break a tackle here, cut back, keep going forward.
So we have first and goal. Ball on the 1 yard line.
It's run by Gist, the senior, 5'6". Good quickness. First down. Handoff, Morrison, touchdown. Just like that, untouched as he walked into the end zone.
Good blocking up front. Boy, a lot of blocking up front for this Edison team, as we talked about, them being very balanced. Man, finishing it up right there.
It's his 20th touchdown of the season.
Leon Morris getting it done. High-fiving on the sideline.
Edison jumps on top first, 6-0 the score. PAT. Right through the uprights. Liam Madden puts it in, and Edison's on top. 7-0.
Look at the blocking up front. And he gets able to walk in. Pick number 67 for the Eagles. Pork chop. Pork chop. That's 6'2" senior, 265. Clearing the way. I think I could run behind old pork chop. Maybe we do run behind pork chop.
Yep. I think his given name is Whit Aslan, number 67, but they call him Pork Chop. Picked up that name when he was a youngster, and it's stuck ever since.
Chop clearing the way.
Now Edison will kick off. Take a look at Morrison talking to his coaches on the sidelines. He got dinged up a little bit last week in the fourth quarter against Coweta. He is good to go 100% for tonight. So Edison leads the district and heading down the home stretch of the 2019 high school football season. Kickoff from Madden. Line drive into the end zone, and Hale will come out on offense for the first time tonight. Take a look at the Ranger offense. Nathan Hale High School here in Tulsa. Up front, Darnell Ford, Malcolm Davis. There's Buck Trott, the center. Also plays nose guard. And Zach Whitelock and carries Griffin. Meeks and Stevens at receiver. Lee, and then D'Angelo Washington and Michael Caballero at quarterback. Caballero on first down.
Oh, a nice piece of running by Caballero.
First and 10 for the Rangers.
Goes to number 20, Terry Yarborough, who busts through the line of scrimmage and gets a first down.
Yeah, running back linebacker. There was some strong running by the junior.
Take a look at the Edison defense after this offensive play. Caballero again to Yarborough, bobbles the handoff, recovers, and that gives Edison time to load up on defense. Speaking of the Edison defense, here's a look how things shape up for the Eagles.
Second down, 6 to go.
After the gain of 4. McClellan, Oates, Youngblood, Martinson up front, and linebackers Ellis, Fritz, and Hill. And then your secondary of Green, Richards, Walker, and Ivy. Caballero, the quarterback, Michael Caballero. Quick pass out to the left side to Washington.
And that's what he can do. Good job by the Eagles. Coming up and making the play. Looked like number 2 got there first. Thomas Ivy. We talked about playmaking ability of Washington. Senior quarterback, wide receiver, defensive back. He's a Swiss Army knife for the
running back
Hale Rangers.
He can do it all.
Sports commentator.
He'll be gunning for our jobs, won't he?
He can do it, Mr. Washington.
Third down and 5. Handoff goes to Yarborough, and he is not going to get it. So Edison's going to hold defensively. Looks like to force a punt from the Rangers.
And the Rangers set up to punt the ball.
Cardell Simmons set to punt. High kick, Wynn knocks it down big time, and it takes an Edison bounce. And back toward Hale territory, and the Eagles will start in good position again. The first series they started inside right about the 35-yard line, and this time they're going to start at the Hale 48.
That's what you talk about, special teams. And in a good position, great field position right now for the Eagles.
Really don't want to give them that help if you're head coach Brian Jones, and there you take a look at him in his second year. 1-9 a year ago. They've already won 2 games this year. He's trying to build this Hale program. First down carry, Morrison. The right guard, and just so quick.
Nice tackle by number 23, Christian Lee, for Tulsa Hale.
Savion Morris picks up 5 yards. Second, 5.
Jones was also an East Central assistant from 2007 through 12 under head coach Travis Hill, who is now the defensive coordinator out of Broken Arrow. Right side, Thomas Ivy.
Boy, Ivy, he's explosive also. He's a huge weapon for this Edison team.
Thomas Ivy.
Pretty good 1-2 punch between Ivy and Morrison in the backfield.
Pretty good. I think thus you see the record. Have guys who are making plays in space. Get it to your playmakers.
Edison's only loss this year came in week 1 against Sapulpa. It's a roller weight loss first down. A roller weight loss and advanced surgery first down. Remind you that a successful drive begins when you make the first down. And Morrison tripped up in the backfield, taken down by Keno Lee. You can take your first step on the road to a longer, healthier life with roller weight loss and advanced surgery.
That'll make it second down and 15.
Edison has dominated this series, Rod, since 2002, 11-1.
Pretty impressive.
In the last 3 years, they've outscored Hale 174-12. Green up top. And we're going to have a flag. Boy, pass was a little high.
Yeah, I thought it was.
2 defenders in the area.
I think you could catch that one.
Maybe calling a hold.
See?
And it is a hold.
Done that before?
Yeah.
Yeah,
A time or 2. Earl Foster, the referee's out there with Marcus Ware, Buddy Tate, Pat Melito, and Michael Kalin. Coach Jones not pleased with that last call, but it is not enough for a first down.
Second down, 3 for the Eagles.
So 2nd and 3 for Edison. Goes to Morrison. Big hole up the middle. Crosses the 20. And that's good for the Edison first down.
Yeah, you see his burst. Breaking through the line of scrimmage. So many colleges wanted his services.
Savion Morris picks up a
Outstanding young man also.
So first down for Edison inside the 20. They're in that red zone. And again, The roller weight loss and advanced surgery first down reminds you a successful drive begins when you make that first down. Rolling to the right, pass caught. Wyatt Ellis makes the grab.
He picks up about 5 yards, make the second down, 5.
Gain of 5. It'll be a second down now for Edison. Eagles continue to move the ball on their second possession. Quarterback keeps. Left side.
Nice tackle.
Who is it? D'Angelo Washington, the team's leading tackler coming into this game.
Dub coming up with the touchdown sweeping tackle right there.
Goal, the ball's on the 5-yard line.
Rajon Green with the nice run down inside the 5-yard line. Five minutes and counting here in the first quarter. Green with Morrison in the backfield, 3 receivers to the right, and took too long, didn't get the play off.
We have a delay of
Yeah,
game
Coach
call.
Daniels not going to be pleased about that.
That'll back him up about 5 yards.
So bumping back 5, still first and goal. Green out to the right side. As a man, Thomas Ivy, and nice defense again. Washington, along with one of his teammates, Caleb Harmon.
Yeah, and you like that right there again. We talk about this Edison team. They have playmakers, guys who can make plays in space, and a good job by the Rangers that time. Really stepping up, and see a host of Rangers right there able to hold him up and bring him down.
That makes it second down, ball on the 10-yard line.
Second goal now from the 10. Give to Morrison. He gets inside the 10 to about the 8.
Christian Lee right there on that tackle. Third down here.
Don Corey Griffin on the tackle.
We were out here a couple of weeks ago when Edison played Bishop Kelly. They won that 33-14. Morrison had about 250 yards, Rod, but they slowed him down most of the first half. He didn't really get a big run until the final 30 seconds of that first half.
And that's the thing about him. You have to try to contain him the whole game, and he's get loose. Hale doing a good job so far.
Running up inside, Ivy on the Wildcat.
Green on the carry.
Oh, nope, it was Green, number 8, my bad.
Fourth down here, they'll probably go for it.
Hey, you might as well. Now, they did this last week at Coweta, but it was late in the game. They were up 15. Coweta stopped them. The next play, Coweta goes 99 for a touchdown, and the whole dynamic of the game changed in the final 5 minutes. And Edison was able to hold on, stopping a late 2-point conversion by the Tigers. Fourth and goal. Morrison, touchdown.
Touchdown.
That was close. Got in there, though.
He's just so patient. What he just wait for his blocking, and finally stepped across the line. His second 1-yard touchdown run of the night.
That's what a seasoned running back does when you talk about Morrison. Get up in there for his second touchdown of the night. He's got the lead 13-0 right yet.
Edison sets up in a formation. This is last week they did that. Coweta didn't line up right with them. That's why they went for 2. That's why they ended up with 22 at the end of the game. That PAT is drilled through the uprights by Ryan West. 14-0, Edison on top. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
Drive the new Ford Ranger today with 0% financing for 60 months plus $2,500 total savings. Hurry into your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
And we are back at La Fortune Stadium. Great night for high school football. Kickoff by Ryan West into the end zone, and Hale will take over at their own 20-yard line. Rod Thompson, what are you thinking? Fall break? TPS, the school, everybody's been out all week.
Yeah, been out all week.
Man, what's the deal?
Man.
When they started fall break, it was Thursday, Friday. Then it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now they're off Monday through Friday.
I told my kids, I said, I never remember being out of school as much when I was at school, but definitely fall break. A lot of games being played on Thursday night.
It's a loaded up Thursday, that's for sure.
It is, and almost hot chocolate weather, I think it is.
It's down in the mid-60s, I would say, with that wind blowing out of the south like it is. It's definitely hot chocolate
Yes,
weather.
it is.
When you go down there for the half, you'll have to check in the concession stand, see if they got any hot chocolate for you.
Got to see. You know, we'll do our taste testing.
Yep. Yarborough on first down, and Edison right there and nowhere for that young man to go.
Good defense by Edison. I mean, coming in hard, Thomas Ivy and a host of other Eagles. Number 67 right there. Old pork chop again.
Thomas Ivy, Ashton Hill also involved in that. You see pork chop, big smile on his face. He's having fun, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Loss of 5, so 2nd and 15. Flag comes flying in. And that's going to be against the offense. And it is a motion penalty against Hale. That'll back them up another 5, so they'll have 2nd and 20.
This is what we talked about, limiting the mistakes right here. You know, you're trying to get some momentum going offensively and get a flag and kind of set you back against a very tough Edison Eagle defense.
I'm not sure why they're spotting it at the 18. The ball was at the 15. Should be back at the 10-yard line, right? So instead of 2nd and 20, it's now 2nd and 12. Something get messed up. I think that's what Coach Daniels is saying too. Hey, wait a minute. The ball was on the 15 when they snapped it. Officiating crew getting together. You take a look at Coach Daniels on the sideline. Edison's won 2 district titles in school history, the last one back in 1992, and right now they are on top of the district standings at 3-0. Coweta and Kelly, McAllister and Ada all 2-1. Edison's already defeated Coweta and Kelly, and they got McAllister and Ada 2 of their last 3 games.
Coach Daniels talked about you know, this team, this 2020 group, you know, when they became seniors, could make a pretty good run. And, well, they're showing you right now at 5-1, talent that they have in that district, looking to make a long playoff run.
Handoff left side. To Washington that time. Again, Rod called him the Swiss Army knife. Plays wide receiver. They'll move to tailback. You may even play a little wildcat quarterback for him at some point. Plays in the secondary on defense. Washington again, a nice tackle in the backfield. Undercut that time and nowhere for Washington to go, in a great play. It's Ashton Hill that came in.
Ashton Hill with the tackle.
They'll bring up a 4th down, and Hale's going to have to punt into the wind again. 30 seconds to go in the half. They will have to snap the ball. Edison almost got in for the block. The punt well short and down at the 31-yard line.
That's what we talked about, special teams, you know. Right now, Edison, they have continued to have great field position, start their offense.
The Eagles will have the ball on the 31-yard line of the Rangers. 1st and 10.
First down for Edison. Rayshawn Green at quarterback. Handoff goes to Ivy. Flag comes flying in. Ivy cut down.
Hayden Lee on the tackle, but we have a flag.
May have a holding call against Edison.
Personal foul, hold it.
Carl Foster, our referee tonight. There you see the hold.
That'd be a 10-yard from the
10-yard
spot.
penalty from the spot. So it drops him back to the 37. My guess, Edison will probably not run a play because there's only 8 seconds left in the quarter. And yeah, they're looking at the clock saying, no need to hurry up. We've got a 14-point lead. Edison on top. You're watching the Ford game of the week. 14-0 Eagles.
Professional Blackburn regained his life with the help of Dr. Josh Roller at Roller Weight Loss and Advanced Surgery.
When I'm on stage and I'm entertaining, I give everything I've got. I always have, and it's just the way I'm programmed. And now that I've lost all the weight, I've got my energy back. I feel like I'm entertaining at 100% again. It got to a point where the weight was going to cost me my career. I was 436 and now I'm 206.
Don't let your weight hold you back. Register for a free weight loss seminar today.
At Thermal Windows, we believe safety and security are more important than ever. Our optional thermal safe glass includes a laminated layer that offers maximum protection against outside forces. Thermal safe security glass can protect you and your family from flying debris and accidental or intentional glass breakage. To find out more, give us a call or visit our showroom.
Thermal Windows, our quality shines through.
It's Halloween at the Tulsa Zoo. Join us as the zoo transforms into a spooky but not too scary trick-or-treating wonderland. We can fill our bags with treats from dozens of goblin stops and explore carnival games and haunted houses. Hop aboard the haunted train or try your luck in the hay maze. Decorate a pumpkin and join the dance party. It's a safe trick-or-treating experience the whole family can enjoy. Halloween opens 1 hour earlier on the weekend. Visit us online and buy your tickets today.
Over back out of LaFortune Stadium. Edison with 2 touchdown runs from senior Sevion Morrison. A 1-yard plunge and a 2-yard run, and it's 14-0. Hale has punted in their 2 series twice. And Edison after the holding penalty on first down. Nice run. It stopped.
Christian Lee again. And I was like, this Hale team, they've done a pretty good job defensively. It's just they have bad field position. This Edison team finds a way to get in the end zone.
Gerard Thompson on that last carry. This Edison offense, Rod, can be very explosive. Right now, Hale's doing a good job bottling up their run, aren't they?
Yes, they are. By this time, most of the time, Morrison has broke, long touchdowns. But this Hale team, they have some guys who can make plays also. And Coach Daniels wants to talk about it. Going to call timeout.
For the Eagles.
High school and college football fans, be sure to check out YurView's recruiting podcast called Over the Middle. Over the Middle, hosted by recruiting guru Jeremy Crabtree. Each week, Jeremy takes you inside the huddle, interviewing players, coaches, industry insiders in and around college football. All that and more each week on the Over the Middle podcast. Check it out at YurView.com. Also at YurView.com, you can stream this game anytime, anywhere in the stands if you're out at a game or out at a particular game.
Out of state,
around the world. And on top of that, you can go back and watch other games at YurView.com. And then if you're tweeting or doing Instagram, Rod, hashtag OK Ford Game of the Week in everything you do. Post pictures and even a tweet your seat during the telecast would be awesome, huh? I know you're a big Twitter man, aren't you? You got to step up your Twitter game. That pass nearly picked off. Hit him in a bad spot.
Boy.
I think it's one of those where as a defender, you're thinking, I got to go make a tackle, and all of a sudden the ball's on top of you.
I mean, it was right on top of him right there. I mean, throwing right to him. That's one he used the catches. Kyron Stevens. I mean, that was for the taking right there. You take a look.
Receiver was open, and Green's pass just a little bit too high. Green would have been the recipient of a INT had he hung on. 3rd and 16 for Edison.
You went back on YurView and watched that interception.
Green going to keep it. Run an option, now makes the pitch to Ivy. He's got a first down and more.
How about Ivy?
Still on his feet. Touchdown, Edison.
How about Ivy? I'm impressed with this young man. He brings another dimension to this team. Another playmaker. Get the ball in his hand. He can make plays for the Eagles.
Touchdown for Edison. It's a combined 37-yard touchdown run between Green and Ivy.
Boy, he can make you miss. Great play.
And on for the PAT, Wyatt Ellis. Oh, they're going to go for 2. Ellis going to keep, he pitches it. And in for the 2-point conversion. Number 9 crossing the goal line, Darius Fritz. And it's a 22-0 lead for the Eagles. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week on Game Time.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
Busy mom Kelly Pohl regained control of her weight with the help of Dr. Josh Roller at Roller Weight Loss and Advanced Surgery.
At my heaviest, I weighed 270 pounds, and I couldn't have a baby. My husband and I had always wanted to have a family, and thanks to my weight loss surgery, now we do. Dr. Roller walked with me every step of the way. There's nothing better than going to the park and playing with my daughter, and thanks to Dr. Roller, that's possible.
Don't let your weight keep you from the life you deserve. Register for a free weight loss seminar today.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
(22-0) Edison on top. There they set up in that formation again. Rod and Hale did something to make him think, okay, we don't have to kick it. We can go for two and get it, and it worked. There's a short kickoff. Oh, if it would have stayed in bounds, the Eagles would have had it. Flags come flying.
Almost.
Perfectly placed.
Yes, it was. Number 22.
It's Ryan West.
Ryan West.
But it goes out of bounds, so it wasn't almost perfectly placed. Pick up that would have been 3 plays, 37 yards on that last drive. Took a minute 26. Ball will be marked at the 42. Goes out at the 37, 5-yard penalty on the out of bounds, so they move it up 5 to the 42. Give off to Yarborough on first down.
Yeah, nice run right there by Yarborough, hitting the hole pretty hard. Eagles 10. This McClellan. Nice tackle. Take a look at that young man. He is a specimen. When you talk about him, 6'3", 250, the sophomore. He's trimmed up a bit. Boy, they expect big things out of him.
Second down, Yarborough again. Pushing his way forward. Gets up to maybe the 48-yard line. Gain of a couple of more. That'll be a 3rd and about 5. 4+.
Big 3rd down right here for Hale.
Caballero on the keep. And he is spun around, and the Edison defense does it again.
And number 55 coming over making that play. Ron Oates.
Timeout for Hale as they spot the ball at the 46. Stay with us at halftime for the Chick-fil-A halftime show. We're going to talk to the coaches. Rod will be down there. And then check out the Edison Screamin' Eagle marching band. The first half highlights and stats. That's all ahead on your Chick-fil-A halftime show. Growing up in St. Louis, there was a ride at Six Flags. Rod, the roller coaster called the Screamin' Eagle.
Wow. I know about it. Is that Six Flags over Mid-America right there?
It was, yep.
Okay, I know about it.
I see that Screamin' Eagle band. It makes me think of my days back in the STL riding the roller coaster.
STL, another deal.
Some reason they spotted the ball at the 46.
4th down, 6.
And it's a 4th and 6 for Hale.
Line up to go for it.
Quarterback going to try and run, and nowhere to go.
Big tackle that time, Ashton Hill. Not making a play. Hill has a player down.
Now the Rangers have a player down. Hopefully it's a cramp. But the way he's holding his hands to his face, it looks like he's in a lot of pain, right?
Yes, hopefully it's a clamp. Doesn't look like it. A lot of medical attention there.
Well, trainers are a big part of what goes on these high school football teams. And I can tell you some trainers in the area are up for a pretty big regional honor. Michael Catterson of Jinx, Dan Newman of Union, and Kyle Witten of Booker T are all under consideration to be regional nominees for the Newell National Athletic Trainer of the Year Award. How about that?
Well, good. There's so many people that, you know, make all this happen. Not like us. We just get up here and talk. So many people behind the scenes, but man, Mike Davis, that makes it happen.
You see they continue to work on the young man.
Hopefully he's okay.
Concern from his teammates who've taken a knee, and so some of the Edison players come to their sideline as well. 9.5 to go here in the first half. Edison on top of Hale, 22-0. Hale went for it on 4th down, and they wound up short. Will be Edison ball when we resume play on the field. Hey, next Thursday night, our Ford game of the week, we're going to be in Mustang. Undefeated and top-ranked Owasso Rams, who are playing tonight, will take on the Mustang Broncos in a game that Mustang needs to stay in the race for 6A Division I District 2 to win that title. Game time, Owasso Mustang, the Ford game of the week. 7 o'clock when Mustang hosts Owasso next Friday night, right here on YurView Channel 3. That is next Friday, 1 week from tomorrow. And it's a battle of the Coach Blankenships. Bill Blankenship at Union and Coach Lee Blankenship at Mustang. Lee is his nephew. You see the young man, Zach Whitelock, limping off the field, but he was a mentor. Bill was a mentor to Coach Lee Blankenship when he was growing up. Actually, Mustang won at Union a couple of weeks ago. First time Mustang has ever won on Union's home turf, and be a good game next Friday night on your Ford game of the week. Check out some scores if we can, Rod, right before Edison snaps it. And Owasso is on top of Southmore right now, 14-3. That one is in the second quarter, 6A football.
Owasso team, very good, probably the best team in the state right now. Some could argue Bigsby in any class. I mean, they are impressive.
They are good. You saw them a couple of weeks ago out at Booker T, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, to shut out Booker T. Washington, pretty impressive. Nice run. Looks like John
Green on the keeper.
Andrew Buttock on the tackle.
Take another look. Green, he's going to keep it. Great camera work.
Second and 7. After the pickup. Green, nice pass, left side.
Flag on the play.
Wyatt Ellis with the catch, but as Rod said, flag down.
Wyatt Ellis with the catch. Flags on play. Holding against the Eagles.
Holding on the Eagles. So went from being close to a first down, back moving the ball back into their own territory to the 45.
Running back coach Jeremy Smith, he could run that football a little bit.
Yes, he could. Played at Union, then over at Oklahoma State.
Good defense.
Ashton Hill looking for somewhere to run. Still on his feet, being spun around. And then finally taken down.
Great job by the Hale Rangers that time. And they thought he was going to get out. Great pursuit by this Ranger team.
Five is Xavier Richards.
Xavier Richards on the carry for the Eagles.
No gain on that one. You notice Rod Savion Morrison has not been in the last two series. He's just sitting on the bench, and I'm wondering if they're thinking he was dinged up last week. We've got a 22-point lead, defense playing well. Let's not risk it because we need him as the season goes on.
And you have to stay healthy, and probably the game plan. Get him a couple of carries like he's had, 2 touchdowns, and just allow him to shut it down and be healthy. Playoff time's right around the corner.
And we have a timeout.
And a timeout for the Eagles. 7:15 to go here before the half. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school football. Edison Hale, it is the Ford game of the week.
Sundown Oklahoma, connect with the outdoors for more than 30 years. It's your best stop for Trekker off-road vehicles. Go far out on the beaten path and get the job done with Trekker's versatile lineup of ATVs and side-by-sides. Whether you're looking for an off-road vehicle to work, hunt, fish, or play in the mud, Sundown Marine has what you're looking for. And keep your Trekker off-road vehicle in top shape with Sundown Marine's award-winning service department. Sundown Marine, our family taking care of your family. Come see us today.
The Music Store is Tulsa's #1 source for band and orchestra equipment for back to school. We've been supplying instruments for students for over 48 years. Come in and work with our staff of former band directors and professional musicians to pick the perfect educator-approved brand name instruments and all popular band books and accessories. And make sure you ask about our band instrument low monthly rent-to-own plan that includes no finance charge and free repair. Come to our superstore or check us out online. The Music Store, just west of 31st and Mingo in the Briar Village Shopping Center in Tulsa.
To resume play after the timeout.
Hey, look, Rod, what do you think? Hot chocolate? Hot chocolate?
It is officially hot chocolate weather. There you see it.
I'm thinking that's what it is. Getting a little hot chocolate time here on this Thursday night fall break. And first play out of the timeout, carried by Gerard Thompson, and he is bottled up. Edison's going to have to punt for the first time tonight.
Caleb Horman.
Wyatt Ellis will punt. And back deep for Hale is D'Angelo Washington.
On the carry for the Eagles, 4th down.
See with Morrison out. Yeah, Edison's got some good athletes who can run the ball, but it changes the dynamic of the game a little bit. Nice high kick into the wind by Ellis, and it's going to be down at about the 22-yard line. That's where Hale will take over, 1st and 10, trailing 22-0 in this football game. Offensively, Hale has 1 first down on the night. Take your first step on the road to longer, healthier life with roller weight loss and advanced surgery. It is a roller weight loss first down. 1st and 10 from the 22. 2-yard line. Yarborough right side, trying to get away and nowhere for him to go. Finally stopped at about the 20 and taken down. Defensively up front, Edison has done a great job, haven't they, Rod?
Yeah, they have. I mean, you talk about, you know, when you look at this line, and I've seen Edison play over a couple of years, and it's probably one of the better teams they have when you talk about their front line, what they're able to do with their speed and athleticism. Of course, having Savion Morrison helps tremendously, but you see the speed flying around on defense. You know, hard to turn the corner on them. And always being a game well coached when you talk about what Daniels is doing with this program.
Washington that time with the carry, forced out of bounds, short of the line of scrimmage. Just really got about 1 yard on that play. And Edison's defense has 2 shutouts this year. They beat Memorial 67-0, and then they beat Glenpool 50-0. Hale also has a shutout as they beat Webster 47-0, but they've been shut out twice by Bishop Kelly and by Glenpool and by McAllister. So their last 3 weeks, they have not scored a point. Washington throws it deep. Look at that arm, Rod. I told you, and he's all over the place, didn't he?
Well, he slung it out there, didn't he?
And Hale will have to punt here. .529 to go before the half. Back deep for the Eagles. Thomas Ivy standing right about midfield. Ivy takes it over his shoulder at the 46. Look out.
Speed. This guy, Mr. Ivy.
No flags. Got a Hale player down at midfield, and Ivy's in the end zone.
You got a flag.
There is a flag? Oh, there is a flag, yeah, right at midfield. I'm sorry, about in the middle of the field at about the 32. Actually got 2 Hale players down. It looks like the kicker is also, or the punter was also down on that play, but he is back on his feet, Thomas Cochran. The player in the middle of the field at about the 40, just laying face down. And I didn't see what happened. There was a hit to the head, targeting, and a block in the back. Brought the card out.
A pretty tough block, you would think. Just watching Ivy run, he was immediately down.
He did sit up right there. The officials have spotted the football back at the 43. Ivy had a lot of open field. Good to see the young man up on his feet. See him shaking his head there. There's number 4, Caleb Harmon. It looked like the referee on the penalty called a targeting, which means it was a helmet hit.
He immediately went down.
more than likely be done for the night. Officials continue to talk. Coach Daniels heads back to the sidelines for Edison. Trying to get back to the playoffs in back-to-back seasons.
It's pretty impressive.
Eagles will have the ball. First down and 10. Ball is on the 43-yard lines of the Rangers.
First down. Green. Pass caught. Dino Gist.
Dino Gist right there. We said his name earlier. He's another guy, very quick, make plays in space, and that's what you see with this athleticism of Edison. Talking to Coach Michael Parrish, Coach Ship, and of course they work at TPS and at Edison. They talk about the excitement of this football team and how the expectations are high and they expect to be very good. You see them here tonight. You love to see the support of all the other coaches that come out, and they're expecting big things from this Edison team.
Green pump fake, nobody open. He's going to take off. Look at that, still on his feet. Rajon Green.
And that's what you talk about with this team, Zig. So many weapons.
And now he is down.
Rajon Green is the ball carrier.
He gets back up. Tackled by D'Angelo Washington. He's going to be just short of the first down.
Second down.
This game has kind of just bogged down a little bit, hadn't it? The flow has been disrupted by all the penalties and the activity that's gone on there. You see Green right there, and spun around by Washington. Officials still trying to decide if it's a first down. And referee Foster says first down, roll the clock. So give him a pickup of 10. First down carry to the right side. Gerard Thompson. He picked up a couple.
Andrew Buttrock on the tackle for the Rangers. Second down.
3:45 counting here in the first half.
7 to go.
Green still looking for somebody and ends up throwing it short. Pass was intended for Dino Gist. And that'll bring up third down.
Third down.
Third and about 6, a long 6 to get the first.
First down. Ball's on the 19-yard line of the Rangers.
And off left side, Ivy. First down, inside the 5, touchdown. Thomas Ivy, 19-yard touchdown run. His second of the night.
Thomas Ivy with the carry.
That makes it 28-0. Ivy's had a pretty solid night. 4 carries, 70 yards. And 2 scores. On to try the PAT, Ryan West. And that is good.
And it's good.
Edison up 29-0. 3:16 to go before the half. There you take a look at the running back tandem. The 2 guys have scored, accounted for all 4 touchdowns tonight. Thomas Ivy scoots in from 19 untouched till he hit the end zone. Nice blocking out in front on that left side. Take that back. Washington had a chance to get him at the 5, but Ivy had a better angle and cut it up the sideline into the end zone. There you see Ivy, number 2 on the right, and his buddy and teammate Sevion Morrison on the left. A drive, 5 plays, 43 yards, took 1:58 off the clock. Don't forget, coming up, Chick-fil-A halftime show. Rod's going to talk to both coaches. And we're going to check out the Edison Screamin' Eagle Marching Band. Stats, highlights, and it's all ahead on your Chick-fil-A halftime show. Ryan West will now kick off for the Eagles. And another pooch. Hits at the 40, and Edison's got it. Took a perfect bounce backward, and the Eagles jumped on top of it. It looked like number 21, Tristan Ball, is the one who covered it up, and it was.
And they worked that play to perfection right there, Zig. We thought they were going to get it a couple times earlier, but finally we're able to execute it, and it'll be Eagles football.
So Edison already up 29-0 with 3:18 or 3:13 to go before the half. A chance to put some more points on the board. And Coach Brian Jones, not a happy camper, and you see what happened right here. It hit at about the 41 and went straight backwards. It was recovered by number 31, Blake Affelbacher.
1st and 10.
Green looking downfield. Nobody open.
Boy, he can make you miss. That's 2 right there. Now look at the speed, Zig. And this is what you talk about, the versatility of this Edison team. Again, so many weapons, and you see Green right there, flag on the field. But you see the play that we're talking about. I mean, you look at this young man, he checks down, looks downfield, sees his receivers are covered, and takes off and makes plays with his feet and gets downfield.
Got a penalty against Edison. Blocking the back against the Eagles. Bumps him back 10 yards to the 48, so it'll be a 1st and 12. It's a spot foul, so it happened downfield. And taking a look, you see Green looking, nobody open, and he decides to take off. Breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles. And there was the block in the back, unnecessary, from Gerard Thompson. So 1st and 12. Green again. Nobody open. He's still trying to get away from the defense. And another penalty, blocking the back again. This one's going to come back. And once again, another block in the back against Edison.
Yeah, and how about that? Probably going to be a push in the back. Boy, had him a touchdown there. Boy, but Zig, credit this offensive line of Edison. I mean, they've done a good job of giving Green plenty of time back there.
Holding against the Eagles.
They'll call another block in the back. They actually gain a yard on that. It'll be 1st and 11. So they have 1st and 10, 1st and 12, and 1st and 11 on this drive. They've actually put up about 80 yards of offense, Rod, in 2 plays, but both of them have been called back.
Well, and I think that's the difference. We talked about one of the keys, limit the penalties, especially this time of the year. So I'm sure Coach Daniels will be looking at this film and his coach is breaking it down.
And Green again, that one incomplete.
Makes it 2nd down.
Looked like it was intended for Xavier Richards. How's the wind down there, Rod? Still blowing?
Yeah, blowing pretty strong. Trying to get you a hot chocolate update here pretty quick, but boy, it's definitely a little chilly down here. We're not blowing really too hard, but you can definitely feel it. But I'll keep you posted on a hot chocolate update.
All right.
Coming soon. Back to you, Zig.
There's some people that had it in the stands, so it looks like they've got it down there.
Yeah, we request 2 packages, not 1.
All right.
Double up on it.
Second down carry by Gerard Thompson. He got a couple up to the 45.
You see my man Washington in there. Or Hale.
Griffin on the tackle for the Rangers.
Griffin. Tackle.
Jared Thompson on the carry.
That'll bring up a 3rd down and long for Edison. Play clock down to 5. Pump fake. Deep throw down the left sideline, nearly picked off and batted away.
And complete.
Boy, and Hale has had their opportunities. I think that's the 3rd one that should have been intercepted.
That was Washington who tipped that one away.
Yeah, great coverage. But not able to come away with it. And Hale has some athletes also. Coach Jones doing a good job. This program himself.
9.
Wyatt Ellis back to punt, his last punt. Pinned Hale inside about the 22. This one into the wind. It takes an Edison bounce inside the 5-yard line. They're going to spot it down at about maybe at the 3.
Boy, he's done a good job kicking the football all night. Getting his team in position.
If so, 42-yard kick into the wind. Minute 7 to go in the half. Don't forget the Chick-fil-A halftime show coming up after this final 107.
First down and 3. Ball on the 3, first down and 10.
First down, handoff to Yarborough. Barely gets out of the end zone.
Oh, he shook him off that time to stay off. Yarborough, tough runner. Doing a good job of not getting brought down in the end zone.
Clock continues to roll, 40 seconds to go. Imagine Hale will take their time. Edison just has 1 timeout. And running out of bounds was Washington.
Washington showing his speed to turn the corner. He was bottled up. Been very impressed with him.
with the carry.
Able to get out of the end zone. Problem is he stopped the clock. So they're trying to run it out.
7 to go.
Did give him some breathing room. He's back still in at quarterback. If they stop him, Edison can call it. Yarborough run to the right side, and they're going to let the half burn out. And that'll be it. First half in the books. Edison on the strength of 2 Sevion Morrison touchdowns and 2 Thomas Ivy touchdowns. And a successful 2-point conversion has a 29-0 lead over the Hale Rangers. Let's head down on the field with Rod Thompson and Coach Tony Daniels.
Well, Coach, impressive first half. We talked about this team. You guys playing well, 5-1. What were your assessments of this first half?
Just way too many penalties on our, on our part. We've had 2 touchdowns that have been called back. Just little things that we have to fix, that we have to prepare for. We've got some games that are coming up. We just got to get fixed. We got to get stuff taken care of.
Morrison, couple of snaps, 2 touchdowns, hold him out, just kind of rest him out for this game?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we're limit on carries and what he's doing, and we were already up at that time, I think 14-0, so.
All right, Coach, good luck in the second half.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Coach Daniels, back up to you, Zig.
All right, thanks a lot, Rod, appreciate it. We are at the half. Ford Game of the Week, the Chick-fil-A halftime show coming up next.
The Ford Game of the Week is being brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Visit your best in Oklahoma Ford dealers for the best deals on Ford's full line of vehicles. Ford is the best in Oklahoma. Weoki Federal Credit Union, proud sponsors of the Weoki Kick for Cash. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Roller weight loss and advanced surgery. Your best you starts here. The Plaza at Town Square by McCaleb Homes. Love where you live. And by Cox, bringing us closer.
Professional Bobby Blackburn regained his life with the help of Dr. Josh Roller at Roller Weight Loss and Advanced Surgery.
When I'm on stage and I'm entertaining, I give everything I've got. I always have, and it's just the way I'm programmed. And now that I've lost all the weight, I've got my energy back. I feel like I'm entertaining at 100% again. It got to a point where the weight was going to cost me my career. I was 436 and now I'm 206.
Don't let your weight hold you back. Register for a free weight loss seminar today.
At Oklahoma, great service is no secret. We're locally owned and operated, and we want to be your local answer for all your banking needs. We offer the hometown service you're looking for, with quick decisions made by our staff to establish a banking relationship that lasts. Stop by and let our friendly staff assist you with all your banking needs. Visit us at our newest location at the northwest corner of 81st and Yale, or at any of our 3 locations in the Tulsa metro area.
Good night, honey. I love you.
Love you too.
Sleep well, buddy.
Find out what happens next at okcastle.com. And remember, we're open every weekend in October.
Game time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
Come on in and discover the new Cox Solutions store. Experience a whole new level of in-home comfort. It's all right here at the Cox Solutions store. Discover, learn, and experience more.
Nothing Edison on. We're back 29-0. Edison on top of Nathan Hale at the half. And it is our Chick-fil-A halftime show. Here's the Edison Screaming Eagle Marching Band.
Edison is proud to present their 2019 marching show, Orpheus, a New Orleans tragedy. Under the field direction of Shaughnessy Hofer and Robert Mullen. Please give it up for the Edison Screaming Eagles Marching Band.
Suddenly, tragedy struck. As the couple finished their vows, YurView was bitten by a snake, succumbing to its poison. Overcome with grief, YurView decided he must charge the people of the underworld. With YurView in prison just out of reach, the king of the dead towered over Orpheus as if he were a child. I know what you seek, young one. How dare you try to steal what is rightfully mine? Boom. Same as he's determined Orpheus.
Good night.
Sleep well, buddy.
Find out what happens next at okcastle.com. And remember, we're open every weekend in October.
Boring boardroom lunches giving you the blues? Lose the
the blues with barbecue from Billy Sims. From $15 to $1,500, we make it as easy as 1, 2, 3. Our catering menu includes mouth-watering meats, pulled pork, brisket, smoked chicken, and ribs. And our sensational sides complete the perfect pack. We smoke our meats with Billy's secret blend of seasoning for up to 14 hours, so it's ready when you are. Order online and we'll rush your order to you. Let Billy Sims make you the takeout hero.
Let's see what happens.
Love you. Let me know how it goes. I'll see you for dinner. You didn't know.
A home of your own. It's within your reach when you experience the new Central Oklahoma Habitat for Humanity. Apply for home ownership today.
When you've been injured by someone else's actions, you need experts who know exactly what to do.
You need the personal injury professionals at the Able Law Firm. We've been fighting and winning legal battles for over 50 years, successfully recovering more than $400 million for injured Oklahomans, a level of achievement that's unmatched.
If you've been injured by someone else's actions and need help now, we're ready, we're willing, we're able.
How are the kids today?
I got a 10, a 2, and a 6.
You deserve a place to call home. Discover the new face of Central Oklahoma Habitat for Humanity and apply for home ownership today.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
Screamin' Eagles marching band. Doug Steyer's your director. Here's your first half highlights, as this band did a lot of screaming for their offense in that first half. Edison and Hale here in week number 7 of the high school season. First series, Edison ran the kickoff back into Hale territory. Sevion Morrison, 1-yard touchdown run, and they were up 7-0. Next time they get the ball, Morrison again. This time from 2 yards out, barely gets it across, but good enough, makes it 2-0. And it was 14-0. Then Thomas Ivy in the second quarter, 37-yard run. Winds his way into the end zone. 22-0 Edison as they went for 2 and got it. One more look from the ground level. Camera work down there by Jeff. And then Ivy again, a 29-yard run, and that was it. 19-yard run. Right here, the 19-yard run. That made it 29-0 at the half. And that's the way things stand right now. You are watching the Ford Game of the Week. It is your Chick-fil-A halftime show.
The right connection can open a world of curiosity for your child. With Cox, families that have a K-12 student and receive government assistance could qualify for low-cost home internet with Wi-Fi. That means more learning and more achieving. Qualify now. It's time to connect with Cox.
Enjoy the each week on YurView. It's the Ford Game of the Week.
Inside the 10-5, touchdown.
What a run, what a run.
Ford fakes the handoff, but throws it to Waters, and Waters in for the Trojan touchdown.
Catch all the action, excitement, and tradition of Oklahoma high school football. The Ford Game of the Week on YurView is brought to you in part by Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken.
This is an urgent message from the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews. There is an emergency food crisis for elderly Holocaust survivors in the former Soviet Union. These people live on pensions so small they must daily decide between buying bread or firewood to keep warm. For just $25, we'll rush an emergency survival package to help one desperate elderly person for a month. Call right now.
Call 1-800-915-1717.
In Ukraine, there's no support network. They don't have food cards or neighbors that come in to help. They're turning to us because they have nowhere else to turn.
God promises to bless those who bless Israel. May you be blessed as you bless His children.
We're back in LaFortune Stadium. Halftime score, 29-0. Edison on top of Hale. Let's go ahead and check out your first half stats in this one. The Chick-fil-A halftime show, and rushing yards, 19 for Hale, 146 for the Edison Eagles. Just one passing yard for the Rangers and 46 for Edison. 9 first downs. Yarborough, 9 rushes, 13 yards for Hale. And on the other side, Rajon Green, 4 for 10 for 46 yards, 39 yards rushing. And then Thomas Ivy, the leading rusher, 4 carries, 70 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Sevion Morrison also has a pair of touchdowns. We'll take a break. Have Coach Jones and Rod after this on the Ford Game of the Week. It's your Chick-fil-A halftime show.
Hold on to me, don't let me go. Your first name is free, last name is dumb.
Drive a new Ford Expedition today with 0% financing for 72 months plus 2,000 Ford credit bonus cash. Hurry into your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Boring boardroom lunches giving you the blues? Lose the blues with barbecue from Billy Sims. From 15 to 1500, we make it as easy as 1, 2, 3. Our catering menu includes mouth-watering meats, pulled pork, brisket, smoked chicken, and ribs. And our sensational sides complete the perfect pack. We smoke our meats with Billy's secret blend of seasoning for up to 14 hours, so it's ready when you are. Order online and we'll rush your order to you. Let Billy Sims make you the takeout hero.
Let's see what happens.
Love you. Let me know how it goes. I'll see you for dinner. You didn't know.
A home of your own. It's within your reach when you experience the new Central Oklahoma Habitat for Humanity. Apply for home ownership today.
As a working mom, it's very important to spend as many hours as possible with the children. I needed a career that paid well and had great benefits. I wanted to become a police officer in Oklahoma City because Oklahoma City is a great city to raise children. I never thought I'd be a police officer, but I absolutely love my job.
The Oklahoma City Police Department is recruiting new police officers right now. Visit joinokcpd.com and apply today.
How are they? 10, a 2, and a 6.
You deserve a place to call home. Discover the new face of Central Oklahoma Habitat for Humanity and apply for home ownership today.
Game time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
We're back at LaFortune Stadium. Beautiful Thursday night of high school football. It is fall break, so about 90% of the games across the state going on tonight. The other 10% or so will be played tomorrow night. Don't forget, if you're watching the Ford Game of the Week, you are watching it on YurView. And tonight's game will be played tonight at 10:30, and then again Tuesday night at 7:30 on YurView Channel 3. Search Ford Game of the Week on YouTube as well to watch it anytime at all. Appreciate you joining us on the Ford Game of the Week. And that was our Chick-fil-A halftime show. And thanks to all of our sponsors to be a part of our broadcast every week right here on Game Time. And don't forget, next Friday night we'll have a big showdown between Mustang and Owasso. The Rams undefeated going into tonight's week number 7 action. Will travel down the turnpike to take on the Mustang Broncos. Mustang winning at the half 35-7. Owasso up 28-3. That one also nearing the half. It's 5A football action. Tahlequah blowing out Pryor 41-6. That one in the second half.
Game of the week.
Bishop Kelly leads Glenpool 27-6.
The Rangers are set to
McAllister ahead of Coweta 28-6. So those two games having an impact in this district. And the second half kickoff taken by Washington at the 5-yard line. And he's finally taken down.
Washington on the return for the Rangers.
Just shy of the 20-yard line, and that's where they will take over 1st and 10.
The Rangers will have the ball. 4th down 10. Ball
So you saw the total offensive yards for Hale in that first half. Edison defense flexing its muscle, not allowing them to get much going at all offensively. Michael Caballero back in at quarterback. And he hands it off to number 19, Washington again. And we've seen him try and do it all tonight. He's played quarterback, tailback, wide receivers, return kicks and punts. He's played defense. Team's leading rusher coming into this game. Team's leading tackler coming into this game. And he gets it on 2nd down and nowhere for him to go. Again, defensively up front for Edison, just too strong. Hyman Oates, number 55, was there. 6'1", 285.
Washington with the carry.
Junior. Kristen Ball also there to help out. It's going to be 3rd and long for Hale. Gain of 1 on 2nd down. Back to pass, and he gets sandwiched between 2 defenders. One of them was Pork Chop Aislinn. Shervon Chapman was the other one. Pork Chop says, hey, we got it.
Michael Caballero, quarterback for the Rangers. 4th down. The Rangers are setting up to punt.
And another 4th down punting situation for Hale, deep in their own territory, into the wind. It's like Ivy's deep. That one almost blocked. And it doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And Dig, you talk about the wind just coming back up. The wind is whipping pretty good down there. Temperature has dropped.
That's good. You're not too out of breath.
Hey. Not as many steps.
Yeah, last time I took the steps, it took me about half a quarter to catch my breath. Rod, let's recheck into those keys to the game that you talked about in the first half.
Yeah, and I think when we look at them, they're a telltale sign of the game and how it's taking place. You know, limit the turnovers. We talked about that. I mean, hell, they could have had probably 3 of them. Yeah, special teams is important, especially with the field position. Because of special teams and punting, Edison has been in great shape and limit the mistakes. I mean, Coach Daniels talked about his team, although they're up 29-0. He talked about the many mistakes that they made, a lot of flags that they need to be able to clean up. So those are our keys to the game.
New quarterback, Luis Perona, completes the pass left side. And Dino just hit and fumbled out of bounds, but they're going to mark him down at around the 5-yard line. So a new quarterback in for the Eagles. And if you're tuned in hoping to see Sevion Morrison, arguably the best player in the state, Rod, but he has been out really since the first quarter. Not injured that we know of. I know he got dinged up last week, but probably just precautionary. Let's save him and not take any more hits.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You know, playoffs coming up here pretty soon. We want to make sure everybody's 100%. He's getting rest a little bit.
And now Edison calls timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 9:43 to go in the third. Tony Daniels, Eagles on top comfortably, 29-zip.
Our tradition, up, shirt and tie. I had a tie, but I didn't know how to tie it. Usually I would have my dad help me, but he was deployed. I'm thinking, don't worry about it. My grandma should know.
He says, can you tie a tie? And I'm like, no. But we're on our way to Chick-fil-A.
I recognize them because they came into our store so much. Miss Bertha and Mr. Terrence, I'm like, of course, I'll help them out and show them how to tie a tie.
It wasn't just the tie, it's what was in your heart.
It's my pleasure. Doing good, man. You got it.
Waving your banner on. We will.
Drive a new Ford F-150 today with 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,000 bonus cash. Hurry into your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
We're back at LaFortune Stadium in South Tulsa. It's the Ford game of the week. Edison in their home green uniforms taking on Hale. And the Eagles, first play, second play of the drive, and touchdown, number 11, Gerard Thompson, his first score of the night. 5-yard score.
Thompson, I mean, he's definitely a scat back, and they expect big things from him even next year. With Morrison being gone, he's going to be the guy that kind of gets in and makes some plays. We saw his speed earlier, had the touchdown call back because of the block in the back.
And it's good. That makes it 36-0 Edison. 9:40 to go in a 2-play drive after a punt. It did not go anywhere, and see the inside handoff and was not touched. That's the type of blocking you like up front.
Yeah, you got to have that.
No defender in front of you that way.
And I think, you know, when you look at this team, this Edison team and the makeup of it up front, they've done a tremendous job.
And the kickoff from Ryan West, taken by Washington at the 2. Find somewhere to go. Wrapped up and taken down, and a whole host of Eagles there come flying in. Like spinning him around. I think Pork Chop again was in on the tackle.
Many other Rangers, Eagles.
First and 10. And it looks like D'Angelo Washington back in at quarterback.
Oh, he's very capable.
Hands it off. Not a whole lot of running room for Yarborough up inside.
Yarborough on the carry for the Rangers.
56, I think. You can't see is the 55.
Iman Oates. Or Iman Oates.
Iman Oates. Been saying his name a lot.
Washington's going to keep on the Wildcat.
There you see his speed and athleticism, but Edison has done a great job of just balling him up and not allowing the big play.
Washington on the carry for the Rangers.
And another Hale Ranger down. That's number 18, Jason McGrath. Wide receiver out there trying to block in front for Washington, and he did get enough yards for the first down on that last run. So they move the chains. Take another look at the run.
And watch him just coming around that side. Good blocking up front. You see his speed and separation. Palming the football there. And you see the host of Eagles there bringing him down.
Saw McGrath get run over from behind a little bit on that play. And you bring the card out again. It's third time tonight we've had a Hale player down for an extended period of time, Rod. It's tough. They don't have the numbers.
Exactly right. You look at that sideline over there.
Happy birthday, Chris McCullen. From Nancy. Love you to the moon and back.
See the trainer continue to work.
Chris McCullen, happy birthday from your uncle and cousin.
On McGrath. Well, Hale started out the season with wins over Webster at East Central, and then they lost 4 straight to Skytook, Kelly, Glenpool, and McAllister. They've been shut out in those last 3 games. They do return 10 starters on defense from last year. We will step aside and be back in a minute on the Ford.
Since her grandma's been gone, we don't see that much of each other.
I want Cody to know who I am.
할머니 나 이거 언제 배워줘 그러면서 내가 손녀를 볼 때마다 핸드폰만 보고 있어요. 손녀는
Select profile picture.
Press this. Have you taken a selfie before?
No.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're back. Ford game of the week. Edison and Hale. Hale with the football after a first down run by D'Angelo Washington. This time he hands it off to number 20, Terry Yarborough. Yarborough able to get a couple on his first down carry.
Yarborough has done a good job running the football here tonight for Hale. Strong runner.
Hale does have a state championship, Rod. They've got 2 of them in football. Won it in 72 and 1979.
They combined with Mason.
And you know who they beat in 79?
Who did they beat?
Midwest City.
The Bombers. Uh-oh.
Washington on the move. He's got a lot of green grass in front of him and 4 green jerseys chasing him. Knocked out of bounds. The officials come together. Did he go out of bounds? One of them's pointing to around the 1 or 2. No, it's a touchdown.
They're going And talk again about it. They're still talking.
Wow, how electric was that?
Yes, it was. We talked about Washington, his big play capability. They're trying to decide. The referees are talking about it.
Let's see if we can take another look at it. Great blocking up front. You got a little bit of a seam, and there he goes.
Yeah, and there's the speed we're talking about. Didn't chase down. Let's see.
Oh, you know what? He may not have been out of bounds.
He may not have went out of bounds.
He reached forward with the ball. He lost the ball, and that would be a touchback for Edison. Well, his
knee hit out of bounds.
His knee went down at the 1.
Yep.
Of course, we've got the luxury of instant replay. There's only 2 officials on this side of the field that could have made a call. So he's either, to me, he's either out of bounds at the 1 or he fumbled it into the end zone, and it's Edison ball at the 20. So we'll see what they call. Officiating crew getting together. Take another look. Great work by our camera crew. See his knee go down right there, and then he stretches the ball forward. He lost control of it. And they are calling it a touchback. How about that? So it's Edison ball at the 20-yard line. Washington cannot believe it. See his reaction right there. He said, what? Takes points off the board. Get the balls to Edison.
He wants to talk about it also.
Such a bang-bang play. It was going to be hard to determine if he was down before. He stretched the ball out, lost control of it. See him there trying to stretch for the end zone. Knee's not down yet. Now he's lost the ball. He lost the ball before his knee went down. So that's a good call by the officiating crew right there. They did make the correct call. Yes, definitely. Good job by our crew. Yeah, that was tough play for the officials to call and get correct, Rod, because you're running downfield to catch up, and not sure why that one official originally signaled touchdown, but after they talked about it, I think they realized, wait a minute, he lost control of the football.
Andre shot on the tackle right there of Thompson.
6'4", 305 pounds.
Big foul.
Plays nose guard and center for this Hale football team. Pass complete to Torrin Walker. Walker, another one of those top athletes.
James Lane with the catch.
16. Luis Perona in at quarterback here in the second half for Edison. Morrison out. Looks like Ivy's out. Looks like Rajon Green out on the second half, getting a break. With Edison out in front by 36. Perona's pass.
Nice catch.
Down the middle and caught. Nice reception, and no, that is Ivy. I was thinking he was out. Yep, he thought he was out, but he's not.
Well, he is an outstanding athlete for these Eagles also.
Great grab. Watch this. He comes out of nowhere and sky high to get that one right in front of the defender. Perona again gonna keep. Better tuck that ball away, young man. He stepped out of bounds at about the 33. And another Hale player down at the 20-yard line.
Getting up now. Washington,
yeah. And he's going to have to come out of the game, and He is limping. Hopefully it's just a cramp, as much as he's been out there tonight.
Second down.
He's still mad he didn't get that touchdown, Rod.
Yeah. Right there.
He goes off, 6:21 to go here in the third quarter. Second down and 3. Throwing a quick pass. Nice throw to Ivy.
Boy, he is explosive.
And touchdown
from the defense.
How about that? Wow. 33-yard touchdown pass from Luis Perona to Thomas Ivy, his third score of the night. That may be it for him after that.
Yeah, I mean, his big play capability, man. He can make you miss and turn on the wheels and get downfield in a hurry. Ivy, AKA Poison.
You just make that one up?
Yeah, make that up.
That's good. PAT is good, and I guess you could say he'll be itching to get back out there, huh?
Yes, he will.
6:18 to go in this one. 6:13, it's the Ford game of the week.
It's Halloween at the Tulsa Zoo. Join us as the zoo transforms into a spooky but not too scary trick-or-treating wonderland. We can fill our bags with treats from dozens of goblin stops and explore carnival games and haunted houses. Hop aboard the haunted train or try your luck in the hay maze. Decorate a pumpkin and join the dance party. It's a safe trick-or-treating experience the whole family can enjoy. Halloween opens 1 hour earlier on the weekend. Visit us online and buy your tickets today.
Sundown Marine has been helping Oklahoma connect with the outdoors for more than 30 years. It's your best stop for Trekker off-road vehicles. Go far out on the beaten path and get the job done with Trekker's versatile lineup of ATVs and side-by-sides. Whether you're looking for an off-road vehicle to work, hunt, fish, or play in the mud, Sundown Marine has what you're looking for. And keep your Trekker off-road vehicle in top shape with Sundown Marine's award-winning service department. Sundown Marine, our family taking care of your family. Come see us today.
We're back. Some of the crowd out here tonight. Some of the folks from Hale. Maybe some Hale alumni out to watch their team play. Kickoff to Washington again. He's across the 20 and tripped up at about the 28. Man, he took a hard fall.
Washington on the carry for the Rangers. And Ashton Hill with the stop.
Yeah, Washington all around, good athlete.
First down 10. Ball on the 30-yard line.
So Edison's put up a couple of more points or a couple of more touchdowns here in the second half. Total yards, 96 for Hale, 285 for Edison. Of those 96, Rod, 71 came on that last run by D'Angelo Washington, who is back in at quarterback. Washington's going to keep. Boy, he's quick, but he's strong. I mean, he does not really go down on the first contact.
Very strong. He's taking some tough hits also.
Washington picks up 9, makes it 2nd down and a yard.
Gain of 9 for Washington. Had a pretty good night running the football. That puts them over 100 yards offensively as a team. And Washington again. 2nd and short. Hands off to Yarborough, 1st down. Still on his feet and finally tackled as he crosses the 40.
He's another strong runner also.
Chase Tyler on the tackle. Yarborough the ball carrier. 1st down. 10 to go.
First down. Washington keeps. Left side.
Flag.
And another flag down.
Flag on play. We have holding.
Your referee, Carl Foster. We've seen Carl a lot tonight. We haven't heard from him.
Yeah, he said too much, huh?
Nope. Makes the call. They reset the football and get rolling.
That's 10 yards. Mark from the point of the foul. Makes it 1st down.
Oh, well, yeah, it must have been 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so 10 yards. 10-yard step off. Yarborough left side or right side. And he runs into his own man. And another flag down.
I don't know what that one is, dude.
Back judge made the throw from about the 50. And another hold against Hale.
Against the offense.
How many total penalties on the night for the Rangers? 10? 4? 10 total between two teams.
Yeah, both coaches are not going to be happy about that.
There's that one stretch, too, near the end of the first half where Edison, back-to-back plays, got penalties, had a penalty on a punt return.
Ball's on the 28-yard line.
You get late in the season when the games are important right into the playoffs, you can't have a lot of penalties. Washington again, breaking tackles, crossing the 40. Just trying to catch his breath. Boy, he's been a workhorse tonight, hasn't he?
Yes, he has, all night.
Mark him down at the 42.
Caleb Weaver on the stop for the
He's
Eagles.
limping a little bit. He may have to come out.
We have a 2nd down and 12.
Clock continues to turn. 10 seconds on the play clock. Caballero comes back in at quarterback. Washington 12 carries, 109 yards. They just get the snap off. Yarborough wrestled down at about the 50. And then a flag.
Terry Yarborough with the carry.
And we're going to have a personal foul penalty, more than likely against Edison.
Against the Eagles.
Spot the ball at about the 47 of Edison, and it is a personal foul, so that'll take it down to the 32.
Yeah, Coach Daniels not pleased about that one either.
First down, Rangers. Ball on the 32-yard line on the Eagles.
Yarborough again, this time pulled down immediately. Pork Chop was there to pull him down again. Oh no, that was not Pork Chop, that was Caleb Weaver, number 57. And another penalty flag.
Procedure against the offense.
Well, Carl's wanting his TV time, isn't he?
We're going to set a record here in a minute now.
He's getting more airtime than you, Rod. You have to talk to him about that.
Ball's on the 37-yard line, first down, 15.
Moving back 5, it's now back up 1st and 15. Nice pass. First down.
First down, Rangers.
Lee, tight end linebacker, big target. Senior across the middle.
So 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Yarborough again, right side. And this time tackled and no flag. How about that? Back-to-back plays without a flag. Yes.
Von Chapman. 24 right there with the nice play.
Second down, 11.
So he lost 1, maybe 2. Lost a yard back to the 21, so 2nd and 11. Play clock down to 7. Yarborough again right up the middle and tackled immediately as he hits the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a 3rd and 10.
Nowhere to go that time.
Terry Yarborough with the carry for
Chris McClellan, we talked about him, the sophomore. 6'3", 250. That was a
third down,
good football player also. Well, they like going across the middle.
That same play again that they just ran, and he caught it. Catch made by Keno Lee. And it'll bring up a 1st and goal. So Caballero's pass is complete. Back-to-back completes to Lee. Now another penalty against Hale, marching back 5 more yards. Penalty on Hale. Yarborough right side. 5, touchdown.
There he is, Mr. Yarborough, finally getting in with the gold shoes. You see him, and he's been knocking at the door all night.
Terry Yarborough.
Finally, number 20, Terry Yarborough, running back linebacker, the junior, punches it in.
Get on the board for the first time in the last 3 games. Shut out the previous 3 weeks, and then through the first 3 quarters, nearly 3 quarters of this one, they're going to go for 2. Yarborough dives in. He got the 2. 43-8.
Give it to him again.
28 seconds left in the 3rd. And take another look at the touchdown run.
And you look at him, he's been doing strong running all night. Able to punch it in. Get more points on the board. Great cabin work, guys. It's one miss. And stiff armed another one to get in. Stillwater up 62-14 over Lawton. The team is very impressive.
We talked about it a little bit earlier. The district standings: Edison 3-0, then Coweta, Kelly, McAllister, and Ada all at 2-1. McAllister was winning over Coweta earlier tonight, and Kelly was also winning their game, so that'll mix things up there with those four teams. Edison in a position to win this one, up 35 with 28 seconds to go. If they do, they'll still be undefeated in district play. They'll have won their 6th straight game. Fair caught and kneeled down by Brandon Mayfield. And they'll take over to 35. Hale still winless in the district, along with Durant.
The Eagles will have the ball on the 36-yard line. First down and 10.
Edison trying to make the playoffs for the 2nd straight year. The last time they got a playoff win was back in 1992 when they beat Coweta 13-7. Rona again, this time a handoff. Up the middle, tackle made by Andre Bucktrot. No flags, and that'll probably be the end of the 3rd quarter, and it is. 3 in the Bucks, 12 minutes to go. Edison on top by 35. Hold those 4 fingers up, guys. We're heading to number 4. It's the Ford.
The Music Store. For band and orchestra equipment for back to school. We've been supplying instruments for students for over 48 years. Come in and work with our staff of former band directors and professional musicians to pick the perfect educator-approved brand name instruments and all popular band books and accessories. And make sure you ask about our band instrument low monthly rent-to-own plan that includes no finance charge and free repair. Come to our superstore or check us out online. The Music Store, just west of 31st and Mingo in the Briar Village Shopping Center in Tulsa.
At Oklahoma Capital Bank, our great service is no secret. We're locally owned and operated, and we want to be your local answer for all your banking needs. We offer the hometown service you're looking for, with quick decisions made by our staff to establish a banking relationship that lasts. Stop by and let our friendly staff assist you with all your banking needs. Visit us at our newest location at the northwest corner of 81st and Yale, or at any of our 3 locations in the Tulsa metro area.
No one thinks it will happen to them, but injuries caused by someone else can be devastating.
You need the personal injury professionals at the Able Law Firm. More than a half-century of legal experience means we're among the most proven and reliable firms in the state. Able attorneys average 20-plus years of legal experience, and that means more favorable outcomes for injured Oklahomans.
If you've been injured by someone else's actions and need help now, we're ready, we're willing, we're able.
Washington on the carry. Tackle for
Great
the
speed.
Rangers.
Has done a good job this year. They've had some games where he's had a lot of opportunity, Rod.
I feel like he's going to be
Jared Thompson was on that last
piece.
carry.
I mean, he is now, but especially next season. Nice catch. Look at the moves. Man, that's a nice play.
Torrin Walker.
Torrin Walker.
From Perona.
6'1" senior. Getting it in. He told me, he said, Coach, I got some moves. He showed them to me there. I see you, T-Walk. Getting them in.
And another Hale player down on the ground. Is it Washington? Looks like it is. Imagine he's cramped up again.
Well, yeah, he's had a full workload.
They help him up and he hobbles. Yeah, he's definitely cramping up. That is no fun. The Hale senior giving it everything he's got out there tonight. He's played quarterback, he's played running back, returned kicks and punts, played defensive back. And the referee says, roll that clock.
Yes, he did.
.10:40 and counting in this football game. Edison jumped out on top early. 2 Sevion Morrison touchdown runs in the first quarter. And it looks like a new quarterback in for Edison, Nathan Banning, a senior, number 7. Getting an opportunity out here tonight.
Man picks up 2, makes it 2nd down and 8.
He got a couple on that last carry.
Busted play there.
And he looked to hand off and nobody was there, and he's going to carry it again. Swarmed under by a whole bunch of Ranger tacklers.
Good job by the player stopping on the whistle.
Bandon on the carry. Picks up a couple, makes it 3rd down. 5 to go for the Eagles.
Bring up a 3rd and 5. Coach Daniels crack a little bit of a smile there.
Good, he's done a tremendous job with this program.
On their way to their 6th straight win after losing the season opener. Manning, nice ball, hits a receiver. Xavier Richards. Completed pass down to the 39. Brings up a 4th and 4 to go for Edison. Thomas Ivy added 2 other touchdowns in the second quarter. Edison led at 29-0. Thompson had a 5-yard run in the 3rd, and then Ivy a 33-yard touchdown reception from Luis Perona. That made it 43-0. Hale got on the board late in the 3rd. Terry Yarborough with a 14-yard TD, and there's a 1st down again. And Richards down inside the 30, and that's where we stand at 43-8.
Richards with another reception. Gives the Eagles a 1st down.
Edison just wants to run this clock out, Rod, in the final 8 minutes. It's a roller weight loss, 1st down. Take your first step on the road to longer, healthier life with roller weight loss and advanced surgery. And again completes the pass. And guess who catches it? Luis Perona, the quarterback, who threw a touchdown pass earlier in this half.
All in the family.
First and 10, balls on the 19-yard line.
Manning again hits a wide open receiver out on the left side. Xavier Richards, another flag comes flying in. He runs into the end zone, but we're going to have a penalty on Edison. And a holding against the Eagles.
Holding against the Eagles. That'll be penalized 10 yards.
Penalty marches him back 10 yards.
Flag. New state record.
For penalties? Yes.
Hey, that was one of our keys to the game, so you got to know the coaches are going to be watching this and trying to get their players to not commit so many penalties. Could cost you come playoff time.
1st and 8. Turns into a 1st and goal inside the 10-yard line. In fact, down almost to the 5.
And we have a 1st and goal for the Eagles. Ball's on the 5-yard line.
Edison trying to add some more points to this. Eight seconds on the play clock, so they're in a big-time hurry. Running up inside, and Jervon Chapman, number 24, coming up just short of the end zone.
2nd down. Ball's on the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 2. Chapman again, and this time in the end zone.
Yeah, got it.
And more flags come flying. Well after the touchdown, so it's going to be a personal foul against Hale, so they'll mark it off on the kickoff. But I think you're right. I think the referees knew they were on TV tonight.
Personal foul against the defense.
5:34 to go in this one. And Javon Chapman, the one who scored that last touchdown.
Oh, Chapman, 5'9" senior.
Yeah, sorry, 2-yard touchdown. And another flag.
Offside against the defense.
An offside against Hale. And the PAT is good. 50-8. Our score, 5:34 to go in this one. We'll be back.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
Busy mom overweight with the help of Dr. Josh Roller at Roller Weight Loss and Advanced Surgery.
At my heaviest, I weighed 270 pounds, and I couldn't have a baby. My husband and I had always wanted to have a family, and thanks to my weight loss surgery, now we do. Dr. Roller walked with me every better than going to the park and playing with my daughter, and thanks to Dr. Roller, that's possible.
Don't let your weight keep you from the life you deserve. Register for a free weight loss seminar today.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
And we're back at the Fortune Stadium on this Thursday night action of high school football. It is week number 7 of the season. It's fall break week. And a lot of the schools have been out yesterday and today, and they'll be out again tomorrow, Rod. These TPS programs, all of them have been out all week.
Yeah. It's fall, really a fall break.
Like spring break,
yeah.
in the fall. I mean, it started many years ago. It started as just 2 days on a Thursday and Friday. I think that was more to give the teachers a break after about 8 or 9 weeks of school, and now it's turned into, for some schools, is a whole week-long break. And you know, the teams are still practicing, whether it's football or even basketball, because basketball practice started effective October 1st of this month, and you know that with your son being a senior at Booker T. So,
yep.
How's their practice been going?
Going good. I got to drop in on a couple of them, and some other practices also. And boy, it just seems my son being a senior now, and even with Savion and a lot of these young men out here now, you know, Zig, we've been doing this a long time from Indian Nation, and you start seeing these guys and their seniors. And Mike Davis in the truck, been around a long time. Boy, time waits on no one. And to see all these young men be able to grow, and for us to be able to cover them in their athletic pursuit is pretty fun deal, pretty blessed.
Handoff on first down.
Well, you talk about Hale. I mean, Yarborough only
workhorse
junior. Thompson on the other side. He's a junior. TPS, these two schools going to have some feature backs come next season.
Jarbo again, right side. Finally pushed out of bounds. You talk about what TPS has done. Not as much success in football in recent years, but a lot of success in basketball, with Booker T winning the 6A championship last year. Memorial in what they've done in their 3 straight basketball championships.
Yep.
5 of the last 8 years, I think they've won state in basketball.
Think about it. I mean, you talk about
some of the girls programs and what they've done.
Tremendous job. I mean, the one you had Booker T girls win it, Booker T boys runner up, Memorial boys win it.
East Central girls have always been a player in the state.
Yep. Nice tackle. Well, that's a nice play right there by Chapman. He's been all over the field.
Fired up, got himself a touchdown. He wants another chance to run the ball, doesn't he?
He does. He brings a lot of energy to this team, and those are the guys you have to put together and try to make a run and come playoffs. Man, Vaughn Chapman, 5'9", 230. Chapman down at Beggs. I mean, he may have some Beggs roots in it. After tackling like that. How about Mr. Yarborough again? Just work. Oh, how about the stiff arm? I like the way these guys are competing all the way through, Zig. I mean,
Yarborough on the night has picked up his rushing total, especially here in the second half. 21 carries, 91 yards, also has a touchdown run of 14 yards. And he, I think, is probably done for the night. Tailback in, Thomas Cochran.
Nice tackle right there, 57. Coming in making the play, Caleb Weaver, 5'10", 60-pound senior.
So James Lane now in at tailback. Also a new quarterback in there for the Hale Rangers. Nice tackle by Liam Madden as he brought James Lane down. Thought they might have thrown a flag on that one for a horse collar. And there's another flag as James Lane runs to the right. We're up to 20 overall penalties between the two teams. 16. And another holding penalty against Hale. .158 to go. $50-8.
Third down, 14.
Pass thrown by Jason McGrath.
Pass is incomplete.
Correction, it's 16. It's Caballero. Caballero. I'll get it right before the night's over with. Pass incomplete. And they turn the ball over to Edison. So that's gonna do it. Tony Daniels and his crew will win their 6th straight. $50-8 the score. Clock. All they got to do is snap it one time and this will be over. Banning takes a knee and that'll do it. So Edison, on the strength of a pretty good ground attack tonight, takes it to the Hale Rangers. And they continue their domination. In the last 13 meetings now, Edison is 12-1 against Hale. And really did it without Sevion Morrison tonight. Played pretty much the first quarter. Scored 2 touchdowns and took a seat on the bench. We're going to take a break, be back, wrap this one up on the Ford Game of the Week.
Professional Blackburn regained his life with the help of Dr. Josh Roller at Roller Weight Loss and Advanced Surgery.
When I'm on stage and I'm entertaining, I give everything I've got. I always have, and it's just the way I'm programmed. And now that I've lost all the weight, I've got my energy back. I feel like I'm entertaining at 100% again. It got to a point where the weight was going to cost me my career. I was 436 and now I'm 206.
Don't let your weight hold you back. Register for a free weight loss seminar today.
Most window dealers offer just 2 colors. At Thermal Windows Incorporated, that's just the beginning.
Our in-house finishing operation uses electrostatically applied powder coatings, heat activated at high temperatures to produce a consistent, durable finish. This allows us to carry 5 standard colors and hundreds of available designer colors.
We believe the best windows are made right here in Tulsa. Visit us for a factory tour and see for yourself.
Thermal windows, our quality shines through.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
A beautiful night in Tulsa, Oklahoma. 50-8 the final score. Edison the winner over Hale. Rod Thompson down on the field with Coach Daniels.
Thanks a lot, Zig. Join here now. Coach Daniels, impressive win for your team. You guys playing well. Get the win 58. Talk about this game tonight.
Well, second half, I mean, we made a lot, I wouldn't say adjustments in the second half, but we just came out with a little bit more intensity. Just trying to tell our kids, we got just little things that we have to fix just in order to get to what we want to be, and that's district champions. And there's some things that we still need to get fixed and get ironed out, but that's one of the main things we talked about at half.
Very impressive season going up. You talk about the playoffs coming up. Talk about your senior leadership on this team. You've been knowing for a while this group would be pretty good. You're positioning yourself to make a run deep into the playoffs. Talk about that senior leadership.
Well, we got 27, and that's the highest that I've ever had as seniors. So senior night's going to be very emotional. Those guys have been playing since their 9th grade year. We just have really good leadership. There's a lot of guys that have stepped up and had to play their 9th grade year, and they have a lot of games underneath their belt. So they've just been playing since they were young pups as 9th graders and been doing a great job. And it's what helped kind of lead some of those seniors from last year that we had, just set us a great example of what we needed to achieve. And they just kind of followed the blueprint.
Kind of off the football. Speaking of young pups, I seen your young man. He's running that football a little bit. What's his name? I seen him run that touchdown. Your son, he's probably going to be running on this Saturday, right?
Yeah, maybe not this Saturday, but I've got 2 boys, Ben and Bo, and they both, one plays receiver and one plays running back.
Well, I know you're proud of them. I know you're proud of these Edison Eagles, and, hey, congratulations so far what you're doing, and good luck on the rest of the season. Hope you make a great run in the playoffs.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, Coach Daniels right there. Back up to you, Zig.
All right, thanks a lot, Rod. A happy Coach Daniels with their 6th win of the season. How about the Ford player of the game? It's going to go to our man Thomas Ivy. Had a big night. 4 carries, 70 yards on the ground, 2 rushing touchdowns. Also had a receiving touchdown as well. And here's his first TD, a 37-yard run off the pitch. Rajon Green getting through tacklers, carrying one right into the end zone. He is our Ford player of the game. Rod is down on the field with him.
Got the Ford player of the game here, Mr. We call him Poison Ivy. All right, getting it done. And Ivy, talk about your game tonight and you guys and how you just feel like you played tonight.
From last week, I just felt like we had to bounce back. We had a lot of things that went wrong last week, and this game was just to fix and come out here and execute like we did today.
Outstanding speed. Talk about your offensive line. They seem to do a pretty good job of getting you guys loose and making plays.
Oh, they fantastic. Whenever they get into it, the whole team get into it. But like when we down, some of them, they lift us up and get us going. You can even ask him.
All right, and speaking of asking him, Savion Morris, of course, limited action, 2 touchdowns, and we talked about the senior leadership, and you talk about Ivy and what he's been able to do, make playmaking for you guys. Talk about you guys as seniors, a group, and what you hope to accomplish this year.
I'll say as seniors, we have, like Coach CD said, we have 27 of them, so it's already that close bond as it is. We've been together since 9th grade year, so I'll say a lot of us been stepping up, me, myself, Thomas himself, Darius himself, just leadership, and that's where it started, leading the front.
Well, outstanding job. Always great watching you guys play as senior. Good luck on the rest of the season. Hope you guys can get that gold ball.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, 2 Edison Eagles right there getting it done. Got Poison Ivy and Mr. Morris. Back up to you, Zig.
All right, he liked that, Rod. You see that? Good job. Thank you very much. Hey, don't forget, here's our Ford player of the game. Thomas Ivy, our Chick-fil-A play of the game. Well, it's going to be the same one. Ivy taking the pitch, able to hang on, eludes 3, 4, drags the 5th tackler into the end zone with him, and the play of the game presented by Chick-fil-A. Rajon Green pitches it to Thomas Ivy. dances his way into the end zone, getting by tacklers. And that is your Chick-fil-A play of the game. We'll take a break, come back, wrap it up with the highlights, stats, and say goodnight. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
Our tradition for my football team is we dress up, shirt and tie. I had a tie, but I didn't know how to tie it. Usually I would have my dad help me, but he was deployed. I'm thinking, don't worry about it, my grandma should know.
He says, can you tie a tie? And I'm like, no. But we're on our way to Chick-fil-A.
I recognize them because they came into our store so much. Miss Bertha and Mr. Terrence, I'm like, of course, I'll help them out and show them how to tie a tie.
It wasn't just the tie, it's what was in your heart.
It's my pleasure. Doing good, man. You got it.
Drive a new Ford F-150 today with 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,000 bonus cash. Hurry into your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
City Police Department, there's so many different career paths you can take through the department. I love being a police officer. I love the fulfillment you get from helping someone, and I love the brotherhood and sisterhood you get when you know that if you get into a sticky situation, they're coming right behind you to help you out, make sure that you go home safe.
The Oklahoma City Police Department is recruiting new police officers right now. Visit joinokcpd.com and apply today.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
We're back 50-8, the final score. Edison wins it tonight over Hale. The final score, Eagles have won their 6th straight football game after starting the season with a loss. And let's check out the highlights. And it was ground attack for Edison early and often. First series, Sevion Morrison, 1-yard touchdown run. Just a minute and a half in, that made it 7-0. And then Morrison again, 2-yard touchdown run, 2 minutes to go in the first, 14-0. That would be it for him on the night. He'd take a breather the rest of the evening. Second quarter action, Rajon Green pitches it to Thomas Ivy. Ivy takes it 37 yards off the pitch, 22-0 Edison as they went for 2 and got it at that point. And then just before the half, Ivy again, left side, gets touched at about the 5, but breaks into the end zone. Edison was up 29-0 at the half. Second half, Jared Thompson right up the gut, untouched, 36-0 Edison. And then Luis Perona, backup quarterback, comes in, and check this out. To Ivy again, 33-yard touchdown, his 3rd touchdown of the night, 2 on the ground, 1 in the air. Terry Yarborough gets Hale on the board. 14-yard touchdown run, that made it 43-8. And Jervahan Chapman, a 2-yard run, put the icing on the cake, made it 50-8. That's how things wound up tonight for the Edison Eagles. Take a look at your final stats. Edison, 197 on the ground, or rather 188 on the ground, 197 for Hale. Overall, nearly 400 yards offense for the Eagles. A lot of penalties in this one, 16 total, and there's your first down, 17-10 for the Eagles as they win 50-8, your final score. Next Friday night, your Ford Game of the Week will be in Mustang. Undefeated and top-ranked Owasso Rams, who did win tonight, so they remain undefeated, taking on Mustang. game that'll hopefully Mustang needs to stay in the race for the 6A Division I District 2 playoffs. Game time for Owasso and Mustang. Ford game of the week, 7 o'clock. Mustang hosts Owasso next Friday night. It's here on YurView Channel 3. For Rod Thompson, Mike Davis, and the rest of our crew, I'm Mike Ziegenhorn. So long from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Touchdown!
The Ford Game of the Week is being brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Visit your best in Oklahoma Ford dealers for the best deals on Ford's full line of vehicles. Ford is the best in Oklahoma. Weoki Federal Credit Union, proud sponsors of the Weoki Kick for Cash. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Roller weight loss and advanced surgery. Your best you starts here.